Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my August wrap-up and my September TBR. I cannot actually believe that it's the end of the summer and it's September today. Like, that's so crazy to me, but I'm very excited for it to become fall. There's always some really good reads to explore in the fall time, some like cozy book reads, so very excited for that. I'm going to show you guys the books that I read in August. First, I read 6 books in the past month, so I'm just going to start with the first one. The first book that I read in the month of August would be Losing It by Cora Cormack. I know I've heard a lot of really good things about this book prior to reading it. I know that a lot of people that don't really read new adult, this is one of the books they usually reach for. I quite enjoyed this book. I actually didn't read the back before I read it, so that kind of made it better for me. I feel like the back is sort of a spoiler. Like, I wouldn't read the back if I was going to read this book. I would just get right into it, and I did enjoy it. I don't think I'll be continuing with this series, but I did enjoy this one book as a standalone, and I would recommend it to people that want to read new adult books, and I gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5 stars. But overall, it was a really cute, fast-paced read, so I liked it. The next book that I read was Colleen Hoover's Ugly Love, and as you guys might know, I was so excited to be getting this book this month and reading it because it came out in August. It was a new release, and it did not disappoint. It was so good. 5 out of 5 stars for me. Again, Colleen Hoover's my favorite, so I had to read this book right when it came out, and I loved it. It's one of my new favorites of hers. I can't say enough good things about this book. If you are a Colleen Hoover fan and you haven't read it yet, go out and buy it. I really recommend it to you. I don't think I'm going to be doing a full review on the book, but I'm contemplating creating a little bit of a mini-series sort of revolving around all of Colleen's novels, just because I've gotten so many questions lately about Colleen Hoover books. If you haven't read any, which should I read first? What's your favorite book of hers? What do you like? What do you not like? I've just gotten so many Colleen Hoover related questions lately that I'm sort of contemplating doing like a 2-video kind of series just talking all about Colleen Hoover's books I recommend to read first, anything like that, and then little like summaries about each book. I don't know, if you're interested in that, let me know, but I don't think I'll be doing just a sole review on Ugly Love, but I do recommend it. If you're a Colleen Hoover fan. If you have not read Colleen Hoover before, I recommend to start with something else, but I love the book. I loved it so much, so it's a great read for August. The next book I read was also a very exciting one, and that is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, the 3rd and final book in the Anna and the French Kiss series, companion novel set, trilogies type thing. I loved it, and I honestly can't tell you if Isla's my favorite or if Lola's my favorite, if Anna's my favorite. I love them all so much, and I honestly can't decide on my favorite, but I loved this book. I loved it so much. I honestly only have good things to say about this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. There was a couple things here and there, but I still think it deserved the 5 stars. I loved it so much. I read it in a day and a half, so it was amazing. I will be doing a full review on this book, and that will be up sometime this week, so look out for that if you're interested. If you haven't picked this one up yet and you're a fan of Anna and Lola, I definitely recommend reading it. It's definitely worth the read, and I absolutely loved it. So, Isla and the Happily Ever After, amazing book. And the last 3 books that I read in the month of August were a little bit unexpected and sort of weird. I don't really know, but I ended up actually reading the whole 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. Yeah, I don't really know how it came about. I know that the trailer just recently came out, like in July or something, and I watched it and I was like, oh, you know. I mean, I've always been very curious about the series because of all of the controversy surrounding it, and I've always sort of wanted to read it, but just have never picked it up, and I finally decided to pick up the book, and I ended up picking up all 3. So I read 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed. I read them all in like a week and a half, so if you're wondering if I liked them, I read all 3 books, so yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It obviously wasn't like the best piece of literature I've ever read by any means at all, but it was fun to read. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, it wasn't the best thing, obviously. It wasn't my favorite series, I'm not obsessed with it now, but I did enjoy it. I did like it. Jamie Dornan's playing Christian Grey in the movie. A+ for me. I love Jamie Dornan, so yeah, it happened. No shame. I don't know. But yes, I did read that. So those are the 6 books that I read in August. I know that in my TBR video for August, I mentioned a couple other books that I actually didn't get around to reading, which is why for this month's TBR September, I've decided to just choose a couple of books because I always end up choosing different books throughout the month. I'm like, oh, and then I go to the bookstore and I'm like, I needed to read this, didn't I? So then I pick up a book and I read it and you guys didn't even know about it. So I just chose 4 books this month that I'm planning to read, and if I don't, it's not a big deal. Not that it was a big deal before, but I'm just making that clear because in my next video for my wrap up, it's like not going to be these books. So yes, but the first book that I plan to read in September that I just started yesterday is Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. And I'm about 100 pages in and I'm loving it so far. I know that I just picked this book up. I hauled it like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Previous to me picking it up, so many of you guys requested that I read it. So many of you were like, oh my god, Laura, you need to read Forbidden. It's so good. It's my favorite book. So many people. So many. So thank you for shoving it down my throat that I need to get on reading it because I absolutely am loving it so far. Again, about 100 pages in, but I'm going to start reading more tonight. Hopefully get a little bit more than halfway through and finish it tomorrow. So yes, I'm loving it so much, and I think I'm going to be doing a review on it once I finish it up, depending on if I still love it. So yes, expect a review. If not, I'll tell you my opinion on it anyway in the wrap-up video for September, but yes, I'm loving it so far. So this book is my first read of September. The second book that I want to read in the month of September is Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Olberg. I hauled this again like 2 weeks ago. I originally picked this book up because Christine mentioned that she was a big fan of it. It's one of her favorite contemporaries, and she said it was kind of like When Harry Met Sally, and that kind of intrigued me, and I think it's going to be a really good book. I'm always fond of like the boy-girl friendships turned into love kind of stories, so I think this is going to be a good one. I'm hoping to read this after I finish Forbidden. If not, whatever, but I mean, I'm excited about it. So hopefully I will get reading on this one in September. The next book I'll be showing you I actually hauled in my last video, and that is OCD Love by Carrie Ann Haydu. I was immediately intrigued with this book when I saw it at Barnes & Noble. I think the concept behind OCD Love is just so interesting to me, and I think that I'm going to love this book. So I'm very, very excited about it. If you don't know what it's about, you can go look it up on GOODREADS, because I honestly don't really know what it's about. I don't really want to read the back, don't want to spoil it too much, but OCD Love kind of gives you an idea. But I'm pretty excited about it. I love the cover. I love yellow and pink. It looks kind of like the Duff is yellow and pink. But yes, I do. What was I gonna say? I'm excited about it. So yes, hopefully I'll be reading this one in September. And the last book that I hopefully plan to read in the month of September is All of You by Christina Lee. I picked this one up a couple weeks ago. It's a new adult romance book, and I just decided to throw that in there because none of these books are new adult, and you know, gotta get my new adult fix. It's one of my favorite genres. So yes, I'm excited about this one. Not really sure. I think it's about two neighbors that kind of meet, Avery and Bennett, and all I know is that Bennett has tattoos, so you know, I'm all about that. So I'm excited about this one. Hopefully it's good. It's pretty thin, so I should be able to finish it quite quickly, so hopefully I'll get reading on this one as well. So those are the 4 books that I am hoping to read in the month of September. Obviously I'm hoping to read more than 4 books, but those are just the ones that I decided on for the moment, because I always change my mind, because you know, who doesn't change their mind? So I'll probably find some other books later in the month of September that I'm excited about to read, so I'll read those probably. Maybe I'll reread a book. I kind of want to reread Lola and the Boy Next Door, just because I've read Anna twice, and I read Anna last month, just read Isla, and now I feel like I need to read Lola, because I'm like, oh my god, Isla and Anna are my favorites, but like, Lola was my favorite originally, so I kind of want to revisit her world, and you know, maybe it'll come back to me that she is my true favorite. I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping maybe reread that. Who knows? Yes, that is my wrap-up slash TBR for the months of September and August. I said that backwards, but whatever. And yes, if you read any good books in the month of August, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you're going to be planning to read in September. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, leave it down below, and I will talk to you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye! I'm a shapeshifter when I'm in love. I'm a great kisser when he's the one. I'm a game changer.